Our puzzle rating is 1709. White to move. We have 2 rooks and a bishop. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, and 2 bishops. First thing I'm seeing is check with c5. Bishop to c5 takes black's bishop, and we put him in check. Then maybe he goes here. We take rook to e8. Bishop comes back. Oops. Bishop comes back to d4. But yeah, that's not the greatest. It's not the latest and greatest. I'll say that. Looks like they don't have any checkmates, so we should be able to. But they could do some forcing moves, though. Let's see. If we do a move that's like not putting them in check. Well, let's see. Bishop c5. King g8, right? Rook takes on e8. King goes down to g7. Obviously, I think d4 with the bishop. But then the king has many places he can go. But you know what? Then we win another rook. Because the king will have gone one of these areas. And then we won ourselves. We didn't hang any pieces, and we won 2 rooks. I think that's the idea. So there must be a checkmating idea. Why didn't I consider this? That would be checkmate. That's why it was so crucial. See, because that, he goes there. We can win 2 rooks if we do this. We can win 2 rooks. But this idea is checkmate. And I didn't even look at that. Okay. That probably brought us down to 1600. That's okay. Black to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks. We'll get back up to 17. And 2 knights. Queen, 2 rooks, and 2 knights. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and a knight. I think we're looking at checkmate here. I think our 2 active pieces are just going to be. We're going to probably end up doing a checkmate with a knight and a queen. This right here is a blunder. Oh. Okay, I'm seeing knight takes h3. Can't take because of the discovered attack. So knight takes h3. He's in check. He can go here. That's checkmate with queen f2. So if he goes f1, checkmate on queen f2. Or if he goes here, h1, then I guess then we can win his queen. H3, H1, F2, back to G1. I'm not seeing the big idea here. Besides taking the queen. Oh, you know what? How about? Well, we can't checkmate because the knight. That would have been good. It's a shame I saw it so late. I do like h3, but I'm not seeing the winning idea. Oh, there's nope, because we have rook to g1, queen to g1, rook to g1, right? So that wouldn't work. And it's not like we can entomb him, because he could go down. So that's a tough one. Maybe we're looking to win the queen, but you would think we can do a whole checkmate in this situation. Forcing moves seem to be. I mean, he could go here, you know, and then we can checkmate him. But he goes h1. Terrible. Let's explore the h1 idea again. No, h1. So h1 forks the queen. Let's just try to take the queen, I guess. That seems to be what I can do. I think taking the queen is the idea. Because what else? Yes, that's the idea. Alright. And then he takes with something, maybe his knight. We're good. White's move. We have 2 rooks. Our opponent has 2 rooks. This would be c5. Okay. This would be f7. Yep. And then here, let me click some random squares here. Alright, without looking at the numbers. b7, c2, h6. Okay. I did my best to not look. I'm trying to learn the board. We could probably checkmate in this situation. This rook g3 right here is protected. But better yet, we go... Yeah, we go... Let's say rook g1, or g3, I mean, rook g3. King can go here, but then he's risking checkmate at that point. Nope, because king can escape. Rook g3. I guess this would be the queenside rook, g3. That might be how you say that, queenside rook. I don't know. He can still go there. We can go up here. These puzzles are getting harder. Could be checkmate. Oh, he can't go up here because the pawn. So hang on. I think we have a good idea here. I think... we want to push here. No, we want to keep pressure going over here so the king doesn't escape. I think we want to go here. I think it doesn't matter. He can escape this way anyways, right? Let's see. We've got g3, rook g3, queenside rook g3. He has to go here. Yeah, this is checkmate. So queenside rook g3 and then kingside and then rook h4. Solved. White to move. Queen. We have a queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, and a bishop. Our opponent has queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, and a bishop. We're about equal. I'm seeing our position falls apart if we just go queen h2, because then his queen can take our crucial knight, and then when we go up here he has an escape square. So we have to be aware of that. Otherwise it would be an easy checkmate if he just had to do something like this. You know, we could just go here, checkmate, whatever. Also we are put in check. Our knight can take back. So we probably want to do a forcing move. Maybe we sacrifice. Do we sacrifice the rook? King takes. Queen comes out on h2, looking down that file. The h file. And then king goes back. But we have a more powerful piece traded for the rook. And then the queen delivers checkmate on h7, defended by the knights. So each one of those is a forcing move, right? We have rook h8, king takes, queen h2, it's forced, king goes back, and then queen takes its spot. We're trading the rook for the queen. So let's go ahead and do that. A brilliant sacrifice. It's a 1700 level puzzle right there, I guess. White to move. We have a queen, a rook, and a knight. Our opponent has a queen, rook, and 2 bishops. I'm seeing a near checkmate. Near checkmate, but not quite. However, I think this is checkmate right here. Checkmate from a distance. f7, queen f7. Because he cannot do anything to take the queen. And he can't go here. He can't go here. Well, let's see. He can't go here. He can't go here or here. He actually can go there. He can't go there. And he can't go there because this whole thing. So if he goes here, maybe we go here. Queen e6. But then he does have king to c7. And then maybe we go queen c6. And then he does have yeah, that's not. Oh, we do have a rook as well. So he actually let's see. I'll mention these. Queen f7, king forced to d6. Queen e6, king forced to c7. Rook c1. King can go either b7 or b8. Which at that point we could go rook b1 and then queen c6 checkmate. Let's try it. Darn it. He's right, he can block. We didn't calculate for a simple block. Crazy. That's just lunacy. Lunacy. Why wouldn't we have thought this? This, we could have... Do we go here now? Yeah. Wow, so much simpler. That's okay, we're learning how to play clean. Let me learn this. So the idea is e6, king c7, rook c1, king b8, rook b1, king a8, queen c6. Is that right? Did I get that right? Oh, no, almost. Whatever, yeah, that's good. It's good. Good teaching moment. Remember the basics. Black to move, we have 2 rooks and 2 bishops. Our opponent has 2 rooks, a bishop, and a knight. We're probably not looking at checkmates here. Probably looking at winning a rook. I see a bishop b4, take a pawn, attack a rook. He loses his rook no matter what. I don't see how there's a better move with the position I have. Yeah, and then you obviously just take, right? He takes, we take. Black to move, we have a rook, 2 bishops, and a knight. Our opponent has 2 rooks, a bishop, and 2 knights. We're probably looking for checkmate here with this this crazy position. So what's standing out to me is that we have a bishop going down this diagonal. It's a really good diagonal to be attacking the king on. Initially, I was looking at rook f2, and then king has to go here. Then we have a discovered check with rook g2, and then that's where my calculation kind of stopped, because then we have problems. So I started thinking, okay, we have this diagonal. What if we go rook h1? Same thing happens. But then I think with, of course, king can go here, and then it's checkmate with bishop h3, right? But what if the king then goes here? The rook can't just go back down. He's attacked by the knight. I keep looking at this, bishop d3, but rook takes. Rook f2. King g1. That's the most simple forcing move right there. Oh, he can't. Well, yeah. Okay, so that's another one of those. Yeah. So it's a discovered check when we move our rook. But then at that point he could take our rook. So that's no good. No good. Let's see. Let's do it in proper order. With this diagonal file, we go rook f2, king g1. That can't be the idea. Can't be the idea. Rook h1. And then it's like I'm thinking, you know, bishop comes to the rescue at d3, but again, we have all these problems here. Okay, the idea must be... So close. h3, bishop h3. King can't go here, here, here. Oh, and also he can't go there because the rook's already there. Okay, so bishop h3 is the idea. so much calculating for simple one move. Okay, black to move. We have a queen and a knight. Our opponent has a queen and a rook. Let's get this straight. These pawns, black pawns are going up, white pawns are going down. Sometimes I get that mixed up somehow. Only on camera, it seems like. It's like I'm only operating at 50% power. I know that's not true, but when I'm recording, it's like sometimes I have these moments where I'm just dumber. It seems like sometimes. But that's just I'm getting better. So yeah, first thing I'm seeing is take the pawn on g2 with the queen. It's protected by the knight. And with the queen being so close to the king cannot go in these squares. But he could take the knight, and he could go here. Right, so queen g2, the queen can go h4 or f4. And he would probably want to take the knight, but then he's getting close to checkmate there. I mean, if he took the knight, queen g2, king h4, queen g5, checkmate. So he wouldn't want to take the knight. We have checkmate if he takes the knight. Queen g2, king f4. And then we do have still queen g5. And it's actually checkmate, because this one square the king would be able to drop off to would be protected by the knight. So queen g2 is the idea here, and that results in checkmate. Mate in, what would that be? Mate in 1, 2. Would you count one move for each person? That's mate in 2, whatever. Or mate in 1. White to move. We have a knight and a really good pawn that's protected by the knights to promote. That almost means checkmate just by promoting. That turns into checkmate when you go c6 because of this pawn attacking the square right here. Except there's bishop takes on c6, so never mind. Let's see, our opponent has a queen, a rook, and 2 bishops. So we get into some serious trouble once we get into serious trouble if we let the opponent make moves. Yeah, I don't know. We probably want to make a forcing move, but I don't want to just assume that we have to promote our pawn. We don't want to make assumptions if we don't have to. Does seem to be the best thing right now. We promote. King goes to e6. He can't. We'll be looking down there already. He needs to go to d6. That's his only option. What was the problem before that we had 2 minutes ago? We have promotion. We go down here and oh, the bishop is the problem. So we got to be careful where we put our queen. So we pawn promotes to queen. King d6. Gets a bit tricky because we could go d8 with the queen. King can go e6. And then what's the queen do? Can't go straight down where the king was because the pawn's defending. Can't just push the f-pawn. We'll lose it. So what if we do like some crazy passive move like here? Queen takes his own bishop. King takes his own bishop. Promotion at c8. King d6. We don't want to do that because that's just too passive. We could do knight b5. We have the same issue of e6. Knight can't deliver 2 checks, can he? In a row. Sequentially. C8 promotion, d5, d6. C8 promotion, king d6. Check with b5, knight on b5. King has to go e6. We can definitely force king to e6. A couple different ways, I guess. He can't go e6 at that point because the queen. So I think that's checkmate. I think promotion to c8 and then king d6 and then knight b5 is checkmate. I think that's checkmate. Boom, boom, boom. Where can the king go? Let's figure it out. He can't go here because this king. So anything over here he can't go. He can't go here because the queen. Can't go here because the queen. Can't go here because the pawn. Can't go here because his bishop is in the way. So yeah, that's checkmate. Very nice.